He called himself a son of the revolution, a president who stood before the world and proudly claimed his identity as an Afro-descendant. Hugo Chavez promised to lift up the forgotten, to fight for the marginalized, and to build a Venezuela where every citizen, especially its black population, would finally be seen. So, what happened to that promise? Chavez's ascent was a cultural earthquake. For the first time, the state was not ignoring race, it was celebrating it. The 1999 Constitution redefined Venezuela as a multi-ethnic and multicultural society. He established Afro-Venezuelan Day, integrated black history into school curriculums, and even passed a landmark law against racial discrimination in 2011. Racial discrimination was legal until 2011. You can't even take him to court about it. You couldn't even sue him about it. It's crazy. The symbolism was powerful. After generations of being invisible under the myth of a racial coffee with milk harmony, Afro-Venezuelans were being told they mattered. They were not just in the audience of the Bolivarian Revolution. They were on the poster. But behind the powerful symbols lay a different reality. While Chavez spoke of inclusion, his government failed to enact the transformative policies needed to address centuries of structural racism. Unlike indigenous communities, Afro-Venezuelans were never granted specific political representation or collective land rights in the Constitution. The social programs, while lifting some out of poverty, did not dismantle the deep-seated economic disparity. Critics argued the recognition was symbolic, strong on rhetoric, but weak on the tangible reparations and economic empowerment the community truly needed. And today, that neglect is stark. In regions like Bolivar, Afro-Venezuelan communities are on the front lines of an environmental crisis. Their lands devastated by state-backed mining operations. A bitter irony for a revolution built on the promise of liberation. So, did Hugo Chavez use Afro-Venezuelans? The evidence suggests a complex yet devastating truth. He brilliantly harnessed their historical marginalization for political capital. He gave them a stage, a voice, and a sense of belonging in his project. But when it came to transform real power, economic sovereignty, political autonomy, and lasting protection, the revolution stalled. The community was instrumentalized. Their culture was celebrated, but their fundamental struggle for justice was ultimately discarded. The story of Chavez and Afro-Venezuela is a cautionary tale about the difference between recognition and change. It's the story of how a community was brought into the light, only to be left standing in the shadow of unfulfilled promises. It reminds us that true empowerment isn't about being seen, it's about being given the power to control your own destiny. And they're still holding that shit from Afro-Venezuelans. I'm frustrated with the global south and I'm frustrated with the globe. With the whole globe, I'm frustrated with y'all. Y'all peddle too much evil. Y'all peddle too much. Y'all participate in too much evil. Y'all uphold too many evil systems because y'all benefit from it. Y'all uphold too much of it. It's silly. Y'all give all power to the billionaires. Y'all doing this. I'm disgusted. I'll see you next video.